Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of South Africa's most talked about celebrity controversies, the ongoing conflicts involving MacG, Minnie, Dlamini, and Nkosazana daughter, and Cyril. We'll walk through the timeline, share key moments, responses, and try to piece together what it all means. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's get into it. So let me first introduce you to the key players, right? So MacG, MacG Mukwevo, is a high-profile South African podcaster, radio personality, and media figure. He co-hosts Podcast and Chill, previously Podcast and Chill with MacG and Soul. His style tends to be provocative, edgy, and controversial. He often pushes boundaries and courts public debate. Minnie Dlamini is a well-known media personality, TV host, producer, actress, brand influencer, and public figure in South Africa. Nkosazana daughter, also known as Nolwazi Nzama, is an amapiano artist who has been in the public eye partly due to her music and also because of her personal life, the relationship with Cyril, motherhood, etc. Cyril Tumelozwane is an amapiano artist who has been in a relationship with Nkosazana daughter. Is often drawn into these disputes when allegations link him to a child or support responsibilities. Dr. Brian Monaisa is the medical doctor who was publicly known to be in a relationship with Minnie Dlamini. Their breakup and fallout became a flashpoint in the conflict because MacG is a powerful media voice. When he speaks about personal matters or speculates publicly, it often triggers major reactions. That tension underlies much of this drama. So, before the more explosive episodes, there are traces of negativity or criticism from MacG towards Minnie over time, which build context for later conflict. In May 2022, an episode of Podcast and Chill allegedly contained insinuations that Minnie was making a living in ways that were suggestive. MacG and Soul reportedly made insinuations that she was like a sex worker, she slept her way to some jobs, etc. They also speculated about her personal life, relationships, and how she may have obtained opportunities. This early pattern indicates that MacG had over time made critical or provocative remarks about Minnie's credibility, character, or reputation. Remarks that, while less publicized at the time, laid some groundwork for conflict. Those earlier remarks didn't get the same mass backlash, but when combined with later controversies, they frame a narrative of conflict brewing beneath the surface, because some people were even saying that MacG shellered Minnie and was rejected, and now he is bitter. Let's jump to the 2024 conflict, which involves MacG, Nkosazana daughter, Cyril, and allegations about her child. Timeline and key events, right? So on July 2024, there was an episode of Podcast and Chill. MacG, during the episode, made a sensational claim. He alleged that the father of Nkosazana daughter's child was not Cyril, whom she was publicly known to be with, but rather Master KG. Master KG, Wanitwamos. He also accused her of infidelity. He further taunted her, "Sue me if you want," if the claim was false. As part of the same remarks, MacG also claimed that Cyril was not financially supporting the child, labeling him as a deadbeat in some commentary. So let's get into the reactions and the legal response. Nkosazana daughter responded by filing a 13 million rand lawsuit in the High Court for defamation, requesting retraction, a public apology, damages for harm to her reputation, emotional distress, etc. The lawsuit also named Sol Penduka in some versions, arguing that the statements painted her as deceptive, immoral, a liar, etc. In mid-October 2024, MacG publicly apologized to Nkosazana daughter. He claimed his apology was not solely because of the lawsuit, but because upon seeing a photo of the child, he realized she resembled Cyril, thus negating his earlier implication. However, in his apology, he also doubled down on some claims, reintroducing accusations that Cyril was not providing financial support to her child. He essentially expressed regret for making assumptions but did not fully retract all statements. This conflict is important because it shows a pattern: MacG making a personal, reputational claim in a public forum, then being challenged legally, then attempting to backpedal. partially apologized, but in the progress, generating further controversy. Now we shift to the more recent publicized feud between MacG and Minnie Dlamini. This is where the firestorm really took off. Minnie's breakup and podcast comments. Minnie Dlamini and Dr. Brian Monaisa publicly announced that they are no longer together, citing personal reasons in April of 2025. On an episode of Podcast and Chill, MacG and Sol Penduka, Naki Sol Kaba Pendula, spectacular. They discussed the breakup. In their conversation, MacG speculates about Minnie's relationship history. He says there's got to be something wrong with her. Maybe her coochie smells or something. It happens, man, especially with the hot girls. He also questions why she can't keep her man. These remarks triggered immediate backlash online and in the media. You know, MacG. Social media erupted. Many insisted the remarks were misogynistic, degrading, and unacceptable, especially from a powerful media voice. Moja Love, which is a TV network and channel, publicly condemned MacG's language, stating that reducing women to vulgar slurs and objectifying them is harmful and has no place in media. Dr. Brian Monaisa, Minnie's ex, issued a defense of her. He criticized MacG and Sol, saying they show a problem with successful women and calling for accountability. In her own statements, Minnie expressed that she was deeply hurt, that reputational damage had been done, and that an apology after the fact is hollow if not followed by real accountability. She said words without genuine accountability are hollow. Minnie also denied that she had previously made negative public statements about MacG. She claimed the narrative that they both said bad things was being pushed incorrectly. Some social media users attempted to retaliate, alleging that Minnie had made comments about MacG, calling him a rapist, or about her ex, Itumele Nkune, in online spaces. Minnie denied these claims, stating she never made them. MacG, after the backlash, issued a public apology. He claimed he didn't intend to offend and said the remarks were made in a heated conversation. He also invited Minnie to join him on his podcast to squash it once and for all. However, Minnie rejected this olive branch as insufficient. She argued that the apology appears reactive in response to backlash, rather than genuine, and that it doesn't undo the harm. Minnie then initiated legal action in the Equality Court, claiming 2.5 million rands. MacG. Does MacG even have these millions? She was claiming 2.5 million rands in damages for hate speech, harassment, sex and gender discrimination, and seeking other remedies, public apology, sensitivity training, community service, etc. Now that we've walked through both conflicts, let's analyze common threads, public reactions, and what this says about the media power and accountability. Right, so both in the Nkosazana daughter case and the Minnie Dlamini case, MacG made bold allegations in public. He was forced to respond when those comments drew fire, especially legal threats or social condemnation, and then attempted to walk some of them back. As a media personality with a broad platform, MacG's words reach many. When he speculates publicly about someone's personal life, he wields influence. Thus, critics argue greater responsibility. In both disputes, critics accuse MacG of offering apologies only after public pressure, not as sincere attempts to own wrongdoing. In both cases, the counterparty, whether it's Nkosazana daughter or Minnie Dlamini, claims that MacG's statements harm their reputations, emotional well-being, and social standing, hence the resort to legal remedies. In the Minnie case, especially, many social media users rallied behind Minnie, emphasizing how women are harmed by public speculation about their bodies, sexual lives, or relationships. Meanwhile, some fans defended MacG's right to free speech or banter. Alright, that's the full breakdown of MacG's major public conflicts with Minnie Dlamini and Nkosazana daughter, from early remarks to legal filings and public reactions. These disputes are more than celebrity gossip. They raise questions about media ethics, how women are critiqued in public spaces, freedom of speech, and the balance of power in public discourse. If you follow this drama, what side do you lean toward? Do you think MacG's apologies are sincere, Do you believe Minnie and Nkosazana daughter are justified in their legal claims? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up and share it. Also, let me know if you want follow-ups or updates once court outcomes are surfaced. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.